Building a workshop, you say? And if Martha didn't...
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask.
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with...
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly.
This shouldn't take long.
Now, Torgal! Get him! Over here! All yours, Torgal! This one. Get him.
That should do it.
Thank you, son.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Must be nigh on a decade since the last... Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer, I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right, Clive?
I am. I've placed your
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia,
Recovering, but
of course. Take good care of
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said...
the shelves. Oh, that's right. He must have found something.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you, where did you get him?
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as his name.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it were...
Quite. His latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be
Oh, get you.
You're an even finer hound.
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn,
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like...
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I wish Miss...
I think I'll wait till mid's away instead of talking.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circle. We have myriad sightings of strange... If only we knew for certain by what route...
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's...
What?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on the...
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deck.
Ah, my dear. Through the good offices of youngs, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those which is why I came. To learn...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people.
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to. And I'm afraid...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet, and we come here and I'll show... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who Now I think about it, there was something a little The men seemed almost as if they believed or were made.
You have and you have your answer. To find it may well have gone cold by now.
Allow me to accompany. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on...
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quick about it.
Bid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
Otto, Kupka's
You're not going in there
Don't worry. I'm not going... I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina...
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking, mate...
Thanks.
So,
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. All too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand.
Get off!
Get him! Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw. Thank you.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina
That would certainly help to narrow...
And that's exactly what I mean.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Why with this emergency is...
Light it, for Gilbert's sake! You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help? Allow me. My good man. We represent one. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very...
Well, we're best known for our baths, our
Thank you. Oh,
No.
Well...
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of
Never heard of her. Is that...
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find... The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, a long-standing pillar of your
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door. Just look at the...
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your...
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business. Over here! Go to him! Attack! This one! Ogle, kill!
Who are you working for? Him or... He wanted us to test... Though one could hardly... Lord Furder? Look what the... Your skill with the blade is rare and a fitting
You know who I am, so what now?
That isn't mine. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Kneaded to a silken softness. Eating a cloud with a crust.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasball.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. So much for Rosina Dalamil.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, see that he...
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have... nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna...
We might as well hear him out. It's assuming he is an ally.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man. But enough. I want you to put an end to the trouble and... Return to me when you have done so, and...
What trouble?
Manners, Greybeard.
What did...
My apologies. Follow the... Oh, but that was...
Ha! Let us divide our forces.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.